Comparison is a thief of joy. Just because there's someone better than you doesn't mean that you're not better than majority of people. You can take the LeBron and Michael Jordan comparison debate and easily see that. Whether you're a fan of one player or the other, or you even have someone else listed as the greatest player of all time in that sport, in basketball, then people look at it like, well, he's not better than one or he's not better than the other. But it's still like, wait, hold on. So you're telling me he's up there with the greatest of all time? That's a significant compliment. It doesn't matter how you try to put it. Like when I say comparison is the thief of joy, like even the haters will use a comparison to try to put you down. And it's like, yo, but if you're comparing me to, one of the greatest, then that's fantastic. Like if you're telling me I'm not as good as, this one or that one, then all right, cool, I feel you. But if I listen to that and I only view my skill set as it has to be as good as this one or that one in order to be successful, then I'll never really understand the value that I bring when it comes to being able to help other people. Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. Alright, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all doing good, man. I realize that I am getting subscribers, which is fantastic. And I know some of the OGs are probably wondering, where is my video game dump series? I do plan on bringing that back. My wife and I have been playing like some hilarious games like Stray. I don't know if y'all know Stray. The cat game. What else did we play? We played some really fun games, but it's like I'm like drawing a blank right now, so I'm forgetting all of the ones we played. But I will bring back video game dump. I've been playing Overwatch a lot, as you can tell, not just on Gems and Gaming, but also with Diamond 3K and Mad Max, who are fantastic players. Or fun players to play with. They are fantastic though, but we have some funny stuff going on. But anyway, I say all that to say, today's Gems in Gaming is you're better than you think. You're better than you think. How many of us really need to hear that? Let's be real. We all probably need that wake up call, because we're all our biggest critics. At least for me, I know for a fact that I'm my biggest critic for sure. But the reason I want to just emphasize that you're better than you think, as usual, if you never listened to me before, or if it's your first time listening to me, what I always do is use my life as a reference point to get these points across. And if I think it's relevant for me and where I'm at in my life, then I think it's great to share with others. So you're better than you think. So you guys, I own my own business. I always have to plug it. I'd be foolish if I don't. But my company, Pitch Play Co., it's our job to teach people that they can be better, not better than they think, but they can brand themselves as a business because their skills and purposes matter significantly. Business is a game, and we teach people how to play. One thing that I've noticed teaching clients is there are clients that typically don't that typically don't hear that their skills matter outside of a company telling them that, you did a good job in your last, or here's your monthly review, you did a good job last month, so therefore you're adding value. Or here's your monthly review, like you didn't miss a day, so therefore you're adding value. No, really, what people are starting to realize, especially being a client of mine, is that the fact that they're using their skill set to help the business grow is actually far more significant than they think. All right, this is about to be rough, and I help show people that, but something that really made me happy, I'll say, is some of the feedback that I got in my last client call, which was about I don't want to reveal too much info about my clients that pay me without their consent, but which is about helping someone build a gaming studio. I'll say it like that. I think that's no problem sharing. So they said to me during the call, man, I really understand the value that you bring now. Like I kind of understood it initially, which is why I wanted to speak to you, but now I like really see how significant working with you can be, and how great how great the value you bring is, which is I love hearing that. And it kind of just, when you hear stuff like that, it's kind of just like validation as to all of the hard work that I've been putting in to grow the business, and also, show people that what they do brings value. And when you hear like compliments like that, like I said, not only is it validation, it's like far too often we forget that feedback. Far too often that we forget why we do the things that we do. Yeah, I'm dead for sure. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. I just thought that was hilarious, but and I get so low on myself a lot. I feel like, oh man, no one's really gonna like what I'm doing. No one's really going to, really care about all the stuff that I'm doing. But then you receive a compliment or validation from someone else, and you go like, that's right. Like, this is why I started it, or like people are finally starting to see my value. It's great for me, but it's why I'm telling you that you are definitely better than you think. Like, I think the last Gems in Gaming was based on something similar to that. About you're worth it. Which is great to now know that you're worth it. It's even better to now know you're more than what you think that you're worth. Right? All right, let's just say let's get some real life examples, right? Let's say you I don't know. Okay, let's say like, I got the perfect example. Where we're playing Overwatch. Let's just talk about Overwatch and esports. I got some people that play Overwatch, and they've been playing Overwatch for quite some time. And I don't think they realize how valuable what they know is, obviously, because it's a video game and they feel kind of like embarrassed about it, or they don't feel like they're bringing any value. But as someone that works in esports and entertainment, esports and gaming, I know how valuable that information is today, especially as a coach, and all of the different things that you can teach people. I know this one guy who's been playing Overwatch for quite some time, and he doesn't feel like what he knows is that impressive. But that's probably because he's watching or learning his info off social media and everything. And he's and they had to jump me. He's learning his information off social media, and he's learning it from probably putting in hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, into this game. So he thinks everyone just has this knowledge, but he was actually the main reason I started playing Overwatch, because of how he talked about the game and was able to teach me how to look at the game a certain way, treat it like a team sport. He was able to teach me a lot playing Overwatch and playing this game. So, I took that knowledge in a recent conversation that I was having with somebody. And I realized, my man knows a lot more than he actually thinks. And I realized that because I didn't think I knew that much about Overwatch until I was talking to these dudes that play. And where they're good, I realized they don't know that much about counters. They don't know that much about, positioning and all that. They're just super talented. And that talent actually carried them on so far that they're just putting in numbers and putting in work, and they're actually super high and competitive. This isn't gonna kill me. They're actually super high into competitive gameplay and all that stuff, but they're just going off pure talent, which is wild to me because I play ball, and I'm not the greatest basketball player, and I'm much older now. I'm in my 30s, so I can't do what I did in my 20s, obviously. So I have to use my wit. I have to use knowledge, my knowledge to make things happen. No. I have to use my knowledge to make things happen, right? My smarts, my wit, my skill. So I really value the technical stance that my friend gives me when he teaches me this game. I really value those things. But I realized that he didn't think that he knew that much, and now that I play with other people who are also really talented and who also learns a lot or knows a lot, and who also are good and ranked and high ranked players and all that stuff. I had to tell my friend, bro, you know so much more than you actually think that you do. And it's crazy that you probably feel that you don't, only because you're watching people who are better than you. Comparison is a thief of joy. Just because there's someone better than you doesn't mean that you're not better than majority of people. You can take the LeBron and Michael Jordan comparison debate and easily see that. Whether you're a fan of one player or the other, or you even have someone else listed as the greatest player of all time in that sport, in basketball, then people look at it well, he's not better than one or he's not better than the other. But it's still wait, hold on. So you're telling me he's up there with the greatest of all time? That's a significant compliment. It doesn't matter how you try to put it. Like when I say comparison is a thief of joy, even the haters will use a comparison to try to put you down. And it's but if you're comparing me to, one of the greatest, then that's fantastic. If you're telling me I'm not as good as, this one or that one, then all right, cool, I feel you. But if I listen to that and I only view my skill set as it has to be as good as this one or that one in order to be successful, then I'll never really understand the value that I bring when it comes to being able to help other people. Think about a basketball coach that's coaching elementary or coaching middle school or high school, whatever the case is. Just because that coach isn't the greatest in terms of knowledge base, and they might be, you never know. What they know is so much more significant than those kids that they can help teach those kids the greatest of foundation when it comes to basketball, and that kid might grow up to be the next LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Those are just examples to let you know that, bro, who cares about your current status right now or what you know right now in this moment? You never know what you could turn into until you put forth the effort. You're better than you think. Never, ever, ever listen to the doubters, man. Never. That's the worst thing that you can do. And remember, doubt doesn't have to be external all the time. Doubt can definitely be internal. For sure. Matter of fact, internal doubt is way more significant than external. 100%. 100%. So, for example, I was hooping the other day. Well, yesterday, really. And, there's this top 5 list in my gym. And my boy, Mike, who actually podcasts, he interviewed me. Or I was on his podcast. He wasn't actually on that episode. They say he's the best in the gym. Which, I wouldn't say he's the best, but he's good. Very good. They were... the guy who I'm talking about was talking smack a little bit. He was like, yo, why won't you guard Mike? Are you scared? And that annoyed me. Not because of the audacity that he thinks that I'm scared, but just because, of how high regard I hold myself. Because I put in, I work out. If you don't know me, I hoop every day. I literally work out every day. And I do basketball workouts in the morning at like 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 and I hoop from like 6 to, let's change this up. I do like basketball workouts from 6 to 9 a.m. So, I got annoyed immediately because of like, this man just say I was scared of somebody. But remember, Mike is good, right? So it's not like Mike is some scrub, and I don't respect Mike's ability. But you gotta think of it. If I'm letting that external doubt annoy me, then I had to internally ask myself, bro, am I afraid of Mike, bro? Which, I mean, the answer was a quick no. Of course, I'm not. But I only got annoyed that much because of how I felt internally. That's it. That's the whole point that I'm saying. No, I'm not. All right, we got to take out that. No, I'm not afraid of my boy Mike. But do I feel like I'm really up there with the best, like I say that I am? That's the more important question that I have to ask myself. Bro, we getting wrecked, bro. Anyway, I said that long-winded story just to mention how important it is to believe that you are, because the rest of that day went very well. I was hooping. I was cooking for sure. I don't always have great days. Like I said, I'm like LeBron and today, like, he used to be able to dominate every single game, but every now and then he'll have like a phenomenal game. That was me yesterday. I had my phenomenal game. It was fantastic. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Oh man, that's crazy. They were probably hyper-psyched to get a kill, and they weren't even in their room. But yeah, that games like that, when I hoop like that, is great for me, because that is an example of, yeah, you better than you think. Man, this is crazy. And you all probably have examples like that in your life, where you kind of doubt yourself, and then you have an amazing day or an amazing game or an amazing outcome, that you feel like you're surprised that you have. But if you can do it once, you can do it twice. Never forget that. So, you know, having an amazing day doesn't have to be an anomaly. Like, if you can do it once, you can do it twice, bro. And some people will probably tell you, oh, you're getting lucky, or you just had a lucky break or a lucky day, bro. Bump all that, bro. If you can do it once, what's the difference? What's the difference between having luck and skill? Like, what's the difference between luck and skill? Like legit. You don't think skilled people have lucky breaks sometimes? Like, who's to say that luck didn't derive from skill? You know, who is the audience that says that? You know, that's my question. You know, my goodness. Sorry, I had to get out of there. You know, and like I said, I know when I'm playing games, you know, what I'm saying isn't as articulate as I would like it to be. But I hope that it's making sense. I mean, it would have been nice to have some type of heals or help, but it's all good. She's still uncontested, bro. That's crazy. So yeah, y'all, like, I hope the message is making sense and that it's being clear. Of course, when I'm playing games and I'm talking, I never know how it's gonna sound. Honestly, like, when I'm editing, I'm like, man, I really hope I made some sense. And for the most part, it does add up, which is fantastic. But I want you guys to just, you know, leave with the idea and the mindset that you are so much better than you think, bruh, and you just got to give yourself a chance. You know, stop, you know, a lot of people want other people to give them the chance in order to feel like, you know, to feel like what they did or what they do can now be validated. And compliments do matter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like that it don't, but start to believe in yourself a little bit. Are we not healing, bro? You know, start to validate yourself a little bit more. Because you know, you can be your biggest fan just like you can be your biggest critic. Arrogance is not, you know, the way to go. Obviously, I'm not saying be arrogant and everything, but I am saying that, dog, this is crazy. I am saying that giving yourself a confidence booster is great to do. Let me see. They got a sim.
No one can hide from my sight.
Yes. I guess we can stick with Tor, but we're struggling. See, like, this is where it'd be good to have my friend online and let me know, like, oh man, you should switch because this character is countering you. Like, he knows all that. I do not. I just trust him when it comes to those type of things. But yeah, like I said, y'all, I plan on having doing video game dump again. You know, Kelly and I have been playing games, and where I love people to get motivated and educated and inspired. I also know it's good to use games as a way to have some fun and escape, so I definitely plan on pulling that back out. Bringing that back out, excuse me. Yo, if Diamond was online right now, he'd be like, "Whoa, what?" Or Mad Max. I'm still a jokester. I'm not all funning. I'm not all working, no fun. But yeah, I hope y'all are able to get something out of, you know, this message, and I plan on having more. I plan on having more of my you should do this content. Not you should do this. Everything you should know content. Yeah, that turret is so annoying. So I hope you guys are liking the content. I appreciate the new subscribers and everything like that, and people following. You know, I really enjoy doing this type of content, so it's cool to kind of get some validation on what I do. I'm better than I think. You know, that's the message. So. You know, it's good that you guys are enjoying it. Man, this match was rough. Like even though I had, I guess, the most damage on our team, that doesn't mean anything really, because the Widow is 23-2, and she was the most significant DPS on our team, and our healers did great too. And I only had 12-6, so like I was doing damage, but I wasn't like doing enough to get them to kill. So shout out to our Widow, and I guess their team, they got the dub, but whatever. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all really enjoyed this message. I'm excited to continue to do these things and add more to the content, the list of content. It's my friend's birthday party, so we're about to go to that in like an hour, so I'm about to get out of here. But remember, you're better than you think. Don't let anyone tell you differently, and even if they do, you tell you differently. Y'all take it easy, and God bless.